What's up, everybody? Andy, aka Audio, here to do some battle reviews. Much needed battle reviews, I feel. I think our scene is yearning for some honest and true perspective and just some honest opinions from experienced dancers and battlers such as myself within the shuffle scene specifically. I think that this is going to bring some awareness to people, and most importantly, I want to have fun with this. Anything and everything that I say, of course, is within my own opinion and within my own perspective. I know there's a lot of sensitive nilly-willies out there that, the audacity, some would say, that I have to even comment on somebody's art and to critique it, right? Especially a community that I'm so much a part of and that has shaped me so much, right? This is so much fun to me. I love watching battles, like this battle specifically. I was busy on this day and I just could not stay focused on what I was doing though, because I was just wanted to tune in and to see who was winning, who was battling who got matched up against who. Like, it's just so juicy. I love it. It's a nice warm cup of tea, shuffle tea, but in the best tea possible, right? Like, these environments bring growth. They bring so much inspiration for people. They bring just, once again, perspective for people, getting feedback from people in the community that we respect and that we honor and that we've been looking up to and that we just kind of aspire to kind of flow like and to kind of show up as and like, right? So that's my intention for this. I'm not going to sit here and bash anybody. Yeah, we might make some fun, but haha, that's what this is all for. This is what, in my opinion, this dance is for. It's to laugh at ourselves a little bit more, right? I've lost so many battles, more than I've won, that's for damn sure. And I'm excited to just bring some perspective, my own 2 cents, my own opinion to some of my favorite battles and to some of the battles that you guys recommended for me to review, okay? So the first battle I'm going to do today is the, some would say, upset, right, versus Bambi and Kashi, okay? Kashi's from Florida, Bambi's from New York, and some East Coast, I wouldn't say rivalry, but definitely some clashing of the heads, so to say, right? And these are two people that a lot of people these are two dancers who people in the shuffle community do kind of admire and in some sense look up to and are kind of intimidated by sometimes, especially in the battle scene. So this matchup was a good one, and I definitely wanted to just put in my shuffle 2 cents. Okay, so furthermore, let's get to it. Before we start, 2 things. DJ was playing some pretty damn good music. McNasty, I believe that's who was on the spins, and definitely becoming more aware of like what to play in battles when it comes to just letting dancers try to flow and not just playing banger after banger after banger, right? That's very crucial, because in these battles we want to be able to feel ourselves and feel the music, which is, what we're trying to connect with the most, not necessarily the audience. We want to connect with the music the most in these battles. Secondly, though, with these battles is we should not be, in my opinion, we shouldn't be picking who goes first. The dancer should be picking who goes first. And if nobody steps up, that's when, after a certain amount of time, a limited time, of course, very short period of time, then we do a little spin of the hat, spin of the bottle, whatever it may be, right? But I think the dancer should choose first, and the reason is because it gives them the power to kind of be like, it's like a game, right? And so if somebody steps up to go, no, I'm going first, that's a statement, okay? And it's also a game plan to, like, if somebody goes second, they want to feed off of their opponent's energy, they want to mock them, they want to use something that they did and do it better, so to say. It's a tactic, right? And so it's interesting to see how it plays out, but when you determine who goes first, it takes that aspect away. So in my opinion, we should just not do that anymore. Just leave it to the dancers. They seemed a little confused about being picked to go first, right? foundation, style. Energy switching with the music. Nice little trick there. Connecting with the music right there, musicality wise too. Nice little combo there. And a period on the sentence. Good musicality. Kashi's coming in already with some mannerisms. Some musicality with the trick, little combo there. Some timing change on the foundation. Showing a little bit of Kashi's style there. See, I mean, Bambi clearly taunted a little bit there because, I mean, tricks like that, I don't know if you call them tricks, they're more like, I don't know, it's like a character thing. Kashi's kind of out there with his style, kind of makes it his style, so to say. But the question I always see and ask is like, what was the intention of that? In my opinion, it was, you know, his round became a little dull. His foundation is not as strong as Bambi's, and that's clear because of the fluidity within their foundation and the variation within their foundation. Kashi uses a lot of the same T-step variations, and what I mean by that is he uses the same back T-step, forward T-step with both legs while doing a lot of his upper body flow. But the intention of that, I felt, was to kind of get the crowd a little bit more involved and on his side by doing something that was like a wow moment or like a whoa kind of thing. Yeah, let's keep it going. Little offbeat there. Comes to the worm. That was definitely a flop there at the end, honestly. Once again, like, went into the worm. It would have been cool if he had got up and hit a running man or went into some sort of variation of the foundation, right? Because this is a shuffle competition. But then he did this forward somersault roll or something, but he flopped it. Like, you could tell he fell. In my opinion, at least, it looked like it did not, like, that was not intentional, okay? Bambi even laughed at him, being like, dude, what was that? Okay. And so clearly we know that this goes to a tie. I would have given this to Bambi. This is a shuffle competition. He clearly displayed more foundation. He also had tricks, but they were musically on point. The transitions, so important in our dance. The transitions that Bambi displayed were more fluid as well. So I would have gave that round to Bambi for sure, but for the sake of it, let's do round two, okay? Feeling out the music here. Yeah, getting some foundation on. Some Bambi style, nice transition. See, that was a moment that, honestly, that was a moment that he went into it, you know, knowing that that is something that Bambi has done and does, is that you know, that position where he goes on the ground. He was patient in it though, and he played through it, right? We've seen him do many variations from like the little turtle spin that he does, but with that variation he played with the music, was patient in it, and in my opinion it paid off because he transitioned out of it with the music, with intention. Big difference here. Seen him do his coin drop. He's gotten more fluid with throwing that in as well. Little slow down there. Yep. Just interacting with the opponent as well, showing that he can do that. It's what he does as well. Pretty strong second round for throwing down a good first round, honestly. Coming in some decent glides here. Decent combo right there with some musicality for sure. Okay, so you can't really see it on camera, but he spun around, jumped off the pole. In my opinion, you can kind of tell. It's like, once again, what was the intention of that? Right? It's hard to. He was in flow, and he just kind of randomly spun out and went to it. Like, there was no setup for this. He was kind of interacting with him, except he took. The only setup, I guess, is he swiped, threw it at the pole, and then went and jumped off the pole. Like, there's little intention there, right? But once again, more so, it's like a trick. It's like a whoa moment, right? And you can hear the crowd react to it because that was his intention, I believe, and from what it looks like. Bambi saying what? Once again, some foundation. Same foundation with the back T-step. Right, back again, back again, back again. Musicality in a combo. Some kashi style. Similar little stance that Bambi did. Not a strong finish there though, honestly. Not like a period on the sentence, nothing. It was kind of... Okay, so in my opinion, Bambi definitely took these 2 rounds, right? When you look at these 2 competitors, they're people who have been in the scene competing for a while now. Bambi's won a competition and Kashi's been competing for a few years now in the shuffle scene. And so that almost sets like an expectation for people, especially like the judges, right? They expect these 2 to come out and just, right? When they see them line up in the bracket, even everybody's like, oh my God, like Bambi versus Kashi or so-and-so versus so-and-so. People are like, this is gonna be a great battle because they know what these people are made of, they know what they are capable of, right? And so when it comes to judging the battles, you have to almost like, you have to have a well-balanced like judgment on the expectancy and also like the reality of the moment, right? And in my opinion, the reality is that Bambi's foundation in a shuffle competition, which is what this is stronger, it's more fluid, and he displayed that very clearly. And I think that, you know, and Kashi is fucking awesome. I love Kashi, right? We've had many talks before, I've battled him, and I've exchanged with him, and I've given him some words of advice as well. And I don't think that, you know, either of these guys are, with the energy given, they're not hostile people. They're very open to criticism, and they're very open to judgment, which makes good battlers, right? But when you don't apply these things that people are critiquing you for and trying to give you judgment on, and also like trying to help you with, it is then noticed and it's recognizable, okay? I've had a conversation with both of these guys, and it's very evident that like who takes what into consideration and who takes what in as a mental note and takes it not like to their house and back to their city and like throws it away. They take it to their lab and they take it to their practice sessions and they analyze it, right? Both of these guys are very expressive. I would say that Kashi can be more creative than Bambi. Bambi is more solidified in his style and in his like overall foundation for both shuffling and of course breaking, right? And so therefore you see the comfortability and the confidence in his flow. Kashi, both rounds, they didn't necessarily lack confidence because he did his thing, right? He went out there and he did his thing, but you can just tell when somebody is comfortable out there as well and is also like kind of feeling themselves, right? And so this battle, in my opinion, definitely has a lot to take from for both of these dancers. I think they both know what they're capable of as well outside of this, you know, the square, the ring, so to speak. I think that ultimately though, it was a bad call on judgment, and I'm happy to know that Bambi like called out Gilly for a battle for the call, because that's also battle culture. Like if you disagree with somebody, you can have a conversation. It's meant for conversation, but the most important conversation to have is on the dance floor. I truly believe that. I definitely think that a lot of people fear that though, because well, many reasons that I just won't get into, okay? But I think it was a beautiful example of them two battling and having a conversation through the dance, while then also following up with a conversation, you know, off the dance floor, and ending it with and closing the door with respect, right? It doesn't always necessarily have to be like that, but at this, once again, like this dance is a tool for us. It's not just a tool for us to express ourselves, right? It's a tool for us to hash things out with other human beings in a non-violent way, right? And it's also to like disagree with people, and then it's also a way to challenge one another in a healthy manner instead of pushing and shoving, right? No, show me what you got, zip it, okay, shut up, and move your feet, dance, connect with the music, show me what you got, show me what you got. It's beautiful though, it's so much fun, and it's liberating to challenge yourself like that, and to be challenged like that. Yeah, it can get some fear and some anxiety going, but overcoming that is a testament to yourself. It's not a testament to anybody else. It's a testament to your art and a testament to yourself, right? Like, what business do you stand on? What do you stand for? If you fall for everything, or you refuse to even stand up for what you're standing for, right? Like, step up to the plate. And so anybody and everybody who came and battled, like, kudos, because they ultimately stepped into that in some shape or form by just signing up. Every single person, preliminary rounds, top 32, everybody. So like, kudos to everybody who showed up in these battles to be judged, right? We expose ourselves to this, and it's ultimately like, it's empowering. People can let it tear them down. People can let it alter their journey, so to speak, because it may or may have, it could have had a negative impact, right? Ultimately, it's how we receive it, and it's how we portray ourselves at the end of the day that's most important. I think ultimately that's why I love my dance and I love my expression, and I truly believe I love it more than anybody that watches me. Why? Because nobody feels it like I do, right? Nobody can ever feel it like I do, and that's what makes it so special. It makes it so special to me. And so, with that being said, I encourage everybody to seek more criticism, right? That's why I'm doing these videos, to give my 2 cents and to kind of give perspective on certain battles. And like, once again, I'm going to be a judge for several battles this coming year, and I'm going to be a participant. So this isn't just for battlers, right? This is for the judges as well, to come in here and peep and listen and see kind of how to navigate these spaces, right? When you're on the panel and when you're off the panel and you're talking to these people, because these people will come to you and be like, hey, why did you vote against me? And in my opinion, you should fucking have a damn good reason why, right? It should be a valid reason. You should understand it just as well as you did in that moment, right? If not more, since it's been lingering a little bit. So ultimately, I'm so excited to keep doing these, right? This was a good battle, honestly. It was a good battle because it challenged both of these dancers in different ways, right? And once again, we got to see different sides of these dancers and similar sides and how they expand on it, how they altered it and such from the past and from their past battles and rounds that they've filmed. So ultimately though, once again, sending love to both of these guys, Bambi and Kashi. So much love for both of you guys for just fucking showing up for the community, right? Like, ultimately, yes, you're showing up for yourself, but coming out and showing up for the community, like, bro, if somebody was just throwing a battle and nobody signed up, like, it just wouldn't happen, right? So the community is thankful. I'm expressing thanks to both of you guys for coming out and for also, like, the conversations that we've had in the past at events and just the true, honest, like, love that you guys do have for this dance and for dance in general. I sense it in you guys, right? Once again, this is just for fun. This is for fun and to learn and to grow. And if you disagree with something, then let's run it. Let's run it on and off the dance floor. We'll talk about it, all right? But this has been the first battle review of many to come. This is fun. And yeah, the next ones are going to be even juicier. But thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Once again, this is Andy, aka Audio, out.